story begins nearly 10 years ago when I was 14. My best friend and I had gone on holiday with her family to a little caravan park in the UK. The park also had a pool, club, pub, arcade, etc. All the normal stuff. So my friend and I, both females, were hanging around the evenings playing some pool with a few friends we'd made and sitting with her family in the club, watching the entertainment, and we noticed a guy, middle-aged, normal-looking guy with glasses. He was always on his own, but we never thought anything of it. There didn't seem to be anything weird about him at all at first. One night, he would lean against the wall while we played pool watching us. And although he never said anything, he had a little laugh when we were dicking around. Still, nothing weird entered our minds. On one of the last days of our week on holiday, my friend's family had gone swimming, and my friend and I stayed behind in the caravan, and we decided to take a walk up to the swimming pool in our PJs. Being the quirky little shits we were, naively our PJs were kind of like vest tops and the little knicker shorts that we had bought for the holidays, so they were a little revealing, but it was hot and there were girls in shorts all over the place. We didn't feel too exposed. The swimming pool was next to a little cafe area, and we got a cup of tea there. It was this guy again, and this was the first time either of us actually said anything to each other about him. We had a little whisper to each other about how we had seen this guy a few times. He was always in this room, which was weird for a family kid in the caravan park. We kept looking up, and he was definitely looking over at us, although we tried to not make it obvious we were aware. Still, not worrying too much, we got up and walked over to my friend's family. There, we talked more about how this guy always seemed to be where we were in the park at night. If we were outside of the park, he was there. In the arcade, he was there, or in the club, he was there. Talking about it more made us realize he had actually been watching us the whole time we'd been on holiday. What about when we hadn't noticed him? Was he still there? We told my friend's mom, and she agreed it was weird. We told her that he was in the cafe just as we were. If we looked over towards the cafe, he was still there, and was now really obviously leaning back in his chair, staring at us. He didn't look away when all three of us saw him. He had tilted his chair back on his back legs just to get a good look. It looked like he had left after a while. We got my friend's mom to check the cafe, and she couldn't see him, so we decided to go back to the caravan and get some food. This was not a long walk, but thinking back, we really shouldn't have gone on it. We said hi to him, and as he passed us, I turned around to say something else to him, and I saw that maybe 20 feet back from us was the guy. He followed us. I told my friend, and she turned around too and saw him. We both ran as fast as we could back to the caravan and locked the door. I don't know if he ran too, and I don't know if he saw where we went, but we locked the door and called my friend's mom. Her family came to the caravan pretty quickly, and we were pretty spooked. We didn't want to go out that night, but it was our last, and we wanted to enjoy our last night on holiday. We were in the arcade again, and we told some of our new friends about the guy, so they could keep an eye out for him too. I went to get some change out of one of those machines, and when I bent back down to grab it, he was there. I ran, grabbed my friend, and took her to her family in the next room, the pub area. He followed us in, and he sat at the bar staring at us. Mom got up and told the security about this guy, and then she came back and told us that we had to get up and walk right past him out of the bar so the security could see what he was doing. This was terrifying, but we did it and tried to act cool. He eyeballed us the whole way out, and as soon as we passed him, he got up to follow us. Thank God the security guy was watching this, as he stopped the guy straight away and kicked him out of the park entirely. We had not noticed this guy was watching us. He was willing to follow two 14-year-old girls on their own. What was he going to do? If I had not seen our friend on our walk back, then turned around and seen the guy, would he have followed us into our caravan? Little backstory. I used to live in a moderately safe neighborhood. We had the occasional burglaries, but nothing out of the ordinary. At the time, I was 17 years old, and my boyfriend and his friends decided to call me in the middle of the fucking night while I was with my friend Stacy for a sleepover. My boyfriend told us that they were at a nearby 7-Eleven and wanted to meet us. Bear in mind, it was around 10 p.m. We were pretty reluctant. They convinced us by offering free food. Yes, I know, but we were teenagers. So we decided to meet them. Stacy's parents were away for the weekend, so it wasn't a problem for us to go out. We got to the 7-Eleven by 10:30 and got food and sat around outside. It was getting quite late, and if I can remember properly, it was around 1:30 a.m. when I decided that it was time to go back. Stacy was pretty trashed and had a couple of drinks myself, so naturally we said we couldn't drive home. In retrospect, I felt extremely stupid for ever going out that night and completely regret it. We were only a couple of blocks home, so we decided we would walk back. We were just past the corner we turned onto to go to Stacy's house, and all of a sudden we hear a loud, "Hey girls!" We both quickly turned around and saw probably a middle-aged man around 6 foot walking towards us. It was 1:45 in the morning, and this guy was wearing a gray shirt and some shorts. I came to the realization that this was not normal, and that we should probably walk faster and ignore this guy. In the shock, we both had sobered up and had come to our senses, so we started to walk faster. By the time we were around 4 houses down from home, Stacy turned around to see that the guy was following us quite quickly. He was saying stuff like, "Hey girls, come here," and "You girls should run fast." Girls stayed at 7-Eleven for a very long time. By now I was freaking out, because he must have followed us back from 7-Eleven, and we didn't even notice. He was now running pretty fast, and it was dark, so all we could hear were quick footsteps on the sidewalks. I didn't want him to know where we were staying, so we rushed behind one of the trees and waited. Yes, it was really dumb, but we had no other choice. We thought it had worked because he had stopped following us and had walked back around the corner. We waited another 10 minutes just to be sure and ran back home. As soon as we got in, we double-locked the door, turned all the lights off, and rushed upstairs. Stacy's house had a pretty secure backyard with high fences and a padlock gate, so we felt safe. We both were petrified, and so naturally we didn't want to fall asleep. I called my boyfriend and explained what had happened, and he said that it was just some drug deal. Nevertheless, I broke up with him a week after the incident. Around half an hour later, we heard a large bang coming from inside the house. At that moment, Stacy and I were about to go to sleep when we heard it. I grabbed the nearest thing to me, which so happened to be a fucking dildo. Dear God, we teenagers were dumb. So I opened the door a little bit to see nothing in the corridor. So we assumed that it must have been the wind or something. Don't judge, we were still pretty out of it and exhausted. Just as we were about to close the door, we heard the back door slide open. This person was actually in our house now, and Stacy started crying. Adrenaline pumped through me as I ran down the hallway and threw the dildo down the stairs. We heard it drop to the bottom with a thud and shuffling, and then the back door slid open and closed again. I was absolutely screaming my head off now, yelling, "Get the fuck out of our house! We'll call the police!" After about 15 minutes of silence, we decided to head downstairs quietly and check what happened. Apparently, someone broke the glass in the kitchen by throwing a rock through it, and that was the bang we heard, and unlocked the slide door. We knew that this person was still out there, so we decided to call the cops. They came around 20 minutes later and called it a forced entry and burglary. Stacy's parents came home early after we told them what happened, and they got extra locks for every door in the house. I still get quite cautious whenever I come back from any store past 8:30 p.m. Stacy was very reluctant to leave the house at night after that, and after high school we lost contact.